Welcome. If you are viewing this tutorial, more than likely you are someone interested in the RFPA and in participating in a book chat via Twitter. The purpose of this tutorial is to help you sign up for a Twitter account and then show you how to participate in our book chat using Twitter. You may know nothing about Twitter. Maybe you have a positive perspective about it or a negative perspective about Twitter. I am thankful to see that the RFPA has embraced Twitter as a means to get the word out about their publications, and by having a web presence, I pray their witness can serve as an evangelism tool as well. Just as all things in life can be used for good or bad, Twitter can be used in both a positive and negative way as well. The ungodly use Twitter for their own desires. We plan to use Twitter here in a way that is pleasing to the Lord. We'll get started here first with how to sign up for a Twitter account. If you're someone who already has a Twitter account and you're just interested in learning how to participate in our book chat that we'll be having, you can fast forward this video to about the 14-minute mark, and a little after the 14-minute mark we get into how to participate in the book chat. Alright, if you are by a computer connected to the internet, you can sign up for Twitter by going to twitter.com. That's TWITTER.com, twitter.com. You type that in there, it will bring you to a page that looks very similar to this. The picture background may be a little bit different. If you already have a Twitter account, you will know how to sign in here. If you do not have a Twitter account, if you're new and you're signing up so you can participate, you'll need to type in your full name here. Not a nickname. That will come later on if you have some type of email nickname that you like to use or are known by. You'll have an opportunity to do that later. Here, just put in your full name, type in your email address, and then create a password. And once that's done, we can sign up for Twitter. I'm going to be setting up a I call it a dummy account in my son's name that I'll probably delete a little bit later, but at least that way you can see the process that you have to go through to sign up for Twitter. Alright, here we are at that page. I've started to put in his information, so I'll zoom in here so it's a little easier to see. Here I've put in his full name. Here I've put in his email address. And I've put in a password for him. It can be a password that you're familiar with. It can be a new one. That's up to you. And then you're going to want to click on sign up for Twitter. And that will bring you to our next page. Alright, here is the next page that you should come to. Again, you see they've put in your full name again. Here they have your email address. They've put in your password. And here they allow you to choose your username, the name that will be used with the @ symbol. Using Twitter, your name on Twitter that people will be looking for or following you by will start with an @ symbol and then your name after it. In this case, if people were looking for my son, they would type in the @ symbol and then type in Zachary's name, his username. However, Twitter does still allow you to search by people for your full name as well. But this name here is the one that people will get to know you by on Twitter when you're making comments back and forth to one another. So choose your username wisely. It can be a nickname, it can be a fun name that you use. Then down here we have a couple of options. Keep me signed in on this computer. If this is your computer and you alone use it, you could do that option. If it's a public computer or a computer that other family members might be using, you may want to uncheck that. That will be up to you. Next checkbox here just says tailor Twitter based on my recent website visits. That is Twitter's going to kind of know what websites you've been to, and so because maybe you're interested in a certain topic, such as maybe hunting or fishing, they may say, here's some people you should follow. Or if you're someone who's into crafts, they'll say, here's some people you should follow. Once you've decided to check or uncheck those, just read through the terms of service here and then click on Create My Account, and your account will be created. All right, it will bring you next to this page, and the beauty of Twitter is that it tries to connect people. Similar to Facebook and other social media, it allows you to make comments about things. It allows you to share information and ideas. It's a way for you to see what other people have to say. So people can share resources. Maybe they've got a website that's really great. Maybe there's just basic information, videos, pictures. But it's just a way to share things. We're going to use it for the book chat as a way to share our thoughts with each other all at the same time and be able to make comments and talk back and forth one to another about the book, regardless of where we are throughout the world. So they want us to try to connect with people. That's the purpose of Twitter, is that you are connected to people, so they want to have you connect to people. You do not have to connect to people here if you don't want to. An option would be for you to go ahead and close your web browser up here, or just close this tab and reopen a new web browser or reopen a new tab and type in twitter.com, and it will bring you to your home page. But I would encourage you to connect with people. That's what Twitter is there for, and we can try to do that so that we can connect with good reformed people who we're interested in, or other types of people. So we'll show that here by clicking on Next. So you can go ahead and click on Next there if you would like to connect with people. If you don't want to, you can go ahead and close out the browser, and when you come back in, it will go to your Twitter homepage. All right, so I clicked on Next, and this is the page that it brings me to. They are asking me to start by following 5 people. And here they recommend a bunch of people. These are people I probably wouldn't be interested in, usually worldly people, a lot of times in the entertainment business. So I'm not going to follow any of those people. Instead, I'm going to try to find people that I would connect with, maybe some teaching colleagues. Maybe I have some business friends that I want to connect with, family members, other old friends. It really doesn't matter. But I am going to look for those people by typing their names or their Twitter usernames into this box, and then clicking on the little magnifying glass so that I can search for those people. And as you find them and their name comes up, then you can click on this follow button that is after their name, and you will be able to follow them. So the next page we'll go to will show 5 people that I have selected here for Zachary to follow. All right, these are the 5 people that I've selected for him to follow. Zoomed in here, you can see he's following me, so that we can keep connected. I typed in the @ReformedFreePub, that's the username for the RFPA, and clicked on follow. I then saw that Reverend Klein has a Twitter account as well, so I'm following him. You can see here he is thanking everyone who remembered them with cards, pictures, and letters. Grace PRC has a Twitter account as well, and here in January they're connecting, I believe, to a sermon. And then finally up here I connected also with, you can see over here, I typed in @PeacePRC, and I clicked on the magnifying glass, and then down here it said follow. I clicked on it, and now it tells me I'm following them. And as you can see up here, they've uploaded a video of their Christmas program, and this little link here, if I would click on that, would allow me to watch that video. So most of these people I found by going to the RFPA website, Twitter site, and finding who is following them on Twitter, and that just gave me 5 people who I would be comfortable with following. So that's how you can build your timeline. Once you have all those things done, you can see over here it's ready to go. It says great, and you can click on the next key. If that's not something you want to do, as I said, if you click on that next key, it's going to go back and say, hey, this is great, these 5 people that you're following, but Again, they're going to encourage you to follow a bunch of people in the entertainment business, which we probably don't want to do. So again, you'll want to close your web browser or close the tab so that you're away from the Twitter site, and then reopen a new tab or reopen a new browser, and once again type in twitter.com, and it will either ask you to sign in, or if it remembers your password and username, it will sign in for you and then bring you to your Twitter homepage. So that's where we'll go to next. Alright, so I logged out of, or I closed the tab and reopened the tab. I typed in twitter.com and it brought me to Zach's homepage here. So you can see that now. You can see the people that he's following here, any of the old tweets that they had, Reverend Klein, the RFPA, Grace, myself, and then I retweeted somebody else's, so that's here. It's going to give me some people who maybe I want to follow, who are going to have something in common with all the people I'm already following. But most importantly here, what we want you to do is take care of this box right here. Twitter wants to make sure you're someone who you say you are, that you actually put in your correct email address. So you need to confirm your email address. You don't have to click on this button here. What you need to do, as it says here, is go to your email address, go to your email account, open your email account, and in there you will see an email from Twitter. It may be in your junk or your spam box. You might have to find it there. You want to open up that email, and then in that email will be a confirmation tab. We'll show you here what that will look like. Alright, here is Zach's email account I have set up, and you can see down here in the email from Twitter, it's from Twitter here, and down here it says please confirm your account, and this blue button here, if I would click on that, that confirms the account, and what will happen is it will probably open up another new tab and bring you right to Twitter, and your Twitter account will then be confirmed, and it will be ready to go, ready for you to use. So go ahead, click on that in your email, and we'll show you a few other things about Twitter here. Alright, by going back here you can see they've given me a message, your account has been confirmed, thanks. And once again, a few other things, if I want to compose a tweet I can put that here. It's going to recommend maybe some other people to follow, again based on who I'm following over here. So your account has been confirmed, you're ready to use it, and we'll point out a few things here over the next couple pages about Twitter. Alright, one thing that I'd like to show, zoom in here so we can see a little bit closer. With Twitter, if you wanted to, I could click on the RFPA title there for Twitter, and that will bring me to the RFPA Twitter page. These types of links down here will bring you to different places, so that will bring you to the latest, it's a link to the latest blog for Reverend Klein. And here's a link to the RFPA page. So you can click on this RFPA name there to go to the RFPA Twitter page, and I'll show you around there here. Alright, here we are at the RFPA page. You can see the blue button here says I'm following, as opposed to one that just says follow. They're trying to encourage me to follow Tyler Zylstra here, but I'm following the RFPA. Here you can see some pictures that the RFPA has put out via Twitter. Here are some of their tweets that they've put out, a little bit of information about them. If you want to find out who is out there who follows the RFPA, you can click right here. That's how I found those different 5 people for Zachary to follow, was by clicking there and seeing all of the people out there that have Twitter accounts that follow the RFPA. And by clicking on the following, I can see who the RFPA is following, who they want to glean information from. And here you can see how many tweets that they've put out here. If you want to get back to your page, you can just click on home there, and it will take you back to your Twitter account homepage. And we'll go there here next and show you a few things. Alright, what I would like to show now is how we can participate together in a book chat using Twitter. There are a couple of things we need to learn. If you notice, I'm going to zoom in here. That you see in a lot of these pages, you see a pound symbol with some words behind it. See that here. You see that here again. The reason is, on Twitter, that's called a hashtag. So when we use a pound symbol and then put some words or letters behind it like RFPA, that hashtag connects all of the comments that are made on Twitter. So that if I want to know what people are saying about the RFPA, if they make a comment about the RFPA, and then at the end, like these different groups have done here, at the end of your comments, you put a hashtag. Okay, so you put a pound symbol, and here they have CES 2013. Then that hashtag, anybody who wants to know about CES 2013 will be able to see what here Samsung has said. So we need to learn to use these different hashtags so that we can connect with people. You may have seen them on television, commercials. You may see it on packaging, on billboards. You may see it in magazines or newspapers. You may see it on the internet where someone is trying to encourage you to use a hashtag, and then there will be a name behind it. And that way you can pick up and glean all kinds of information about that company or that person or that topic. So the or not the but the pound and then RFPA hashtag is the one that we will be using for our book chat. So we'll show how we can participate in that way here. All right, here we are back at my Twitter account. And I want to point out a few things, so I'm going to zoom in over here. And you can see this is a search box up here, and I've typed in that hashtag, the pound RFPA. And when I did that and I clicked on search, up came all the results of anybody who said anything using the hashtag RFPA, and obviously you can see I'm the only one here who recently has made a comment. I made the comment, I really enjoyed the fruit of the Spirit of Jesus Christ. And then after I typed my comment about that, I put in the hashtag RFPA. So the way that we will participate in this book chat is when it's time for the book chat to start, or it's getting close to it's going to start and you're getting ready, you'll want to go to your Twitter account, be here at your page, and up in the search box up here, you want to type in pound symbol RFPA and click on the magnifying glass there. And when you click on the magnifying glass, then all the tweets or the results for the RFPA will come up. But that brings up a good point here, and that is, if you see right here, there are three options. It's going to bring up the top tweets, which means the most popular tweets. All tweets that have RFPA, or just the people you follow. You will want to click with your mouse on the word all. That way you can see every comment that is made during the book chat about the RFPA. So when we go ahead and start doing this book chat, I might type in a question and say, you know, what did you like about this aspect of the book? And then at the end of that question, I'll type the hashtag RFPA, and you'll see that come up on your screen. And you can feel free, you don't need to wait or anything, feel free to maybe make a comment about that question, or maybe you have a question, or maybe there was some insight that Reverend Smith had about his book, The Fruit of the Spirit of Jesus Christ, that you thought was really great, or something that applied to you. You can make that comment, and we can all see that. And we can then discuss that. You know, we can all continue to make comments if we do that in a respectful manner. So that's how we will be able to see what everyone else is saying, by using this hashtag RFPA and then by following the all. And that's going to help us be able to communicate and share regardless of where we are in the world, And what time it is, if we're all doing this at about the same time, we can see the different comments and we can make comments back and forth to each other using Twitter. All right, and so it only goes to for you to ask, well, how do I make a comment on Twitter? And that's a good point, and we'll show that over here. You can see a small blue rectangle has a piece of paper and an old feather pen, and we'll kind of zoom in on that, bring that in here. And when you click on that button, a box is going to pop up, and in that box you will type your question or comment or message or thought and share that with the rest of us. So we'll show that here. All right, you can see here that this box has popped up after I clicked on that blue button. And we're going to zoom in here on that so that you can see. And I went ahead and I typed in the comment, I really enjoyed the fruit of the Spirit of Jesus Christ. And you can see I put in that all-important hashtag there, pound RFPA. Using Twitter is very similar to texting. In texting, you can use 160 characters. Using Twitter, they limit you to 140 characters, so 140 characters are allowed to be typed in. So you got to keep your comments brief. Down here, they have a counter for you, so you can see how many characters you have left. Here I have 78 characters left. If you're someone who maybe wanted to add a picture or add a map location here, you could do that. But anyways, after you type in your comment and you put in the hashtag RFPA, then you can go ahead and click on this blue button here that says tweet, and that will share this comment with everybody who's following pound RFPA. We'll all be able to see your comment after you click on tweet, and that will show up then on that feed for the results for the RFPA, everybody who's following it. In conclusion, I'd like to encourage you to participate in our book chat via Twitter. We can connect with friends, family, and especially Reformed people. I hope that this could become a regular event, whether it's after each book is published or even a weekly event, just as we regularly participate in weekly Bible studies. We would like to hear from you if you have comments or questions about the book chat after it's done, or about the book chat before it happens, so that we can learn how to best use this type of social media in a positive and God-glorifying manner. Using Twitter in this way will give us an opportunity to connect with people around the world and discuss the good Reformed literature that the RFPA puts out. The beauty of Twitter is we can connect with each other no matter where we live or what time zone we are in, and still be able to discuss with each other our thoughts regarding different topics that are presented over time. Wherever you have a Wi-Fi or internet connection, whether it be at home, behind your computer, or the local coffee shop, you're a student in college or school or any other public place, or if you have a smartphone that's connected to the internet, you can participate in this event no matter where you are. And it will also allow us to witness to others. If you have followers on Twitter, as you build up your account, it'll allow you to witness to others every time you put out a tweet about the good Reformed literature in our life, as well as witness about the glory and graciousness of our Heavenly Father. I hope this tutorial was simple enough to help you out. You'll probably still have to do some learning about Twitter and many of its other aspects on your own. You can find good guides on the internet, or a good book on Twitter at your local library can be helpful. If there are others who might be interested in this type of book chat, please let them know about this tutorial and guide so that they can connect with us as well and we can all benefit. Thank you, and we pray that God will bless you and bless us through this type of use of social media.